What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the Video Game Fight School channel. Thank you very much for tuning in. The other day we were talking about Call of Duty and, Phil Spencer made a statement about his perspective of basically giving players the option to play a game where it is that they want to play. This is definitely one thing that many people have accused Xbox of doing, is not wanting to come out with their own messaging. I think Xbox has finally broken loose. For the longest time, they were playing it safe with their core fans. They've always, at least, positioned themselves to care about their fans. I'm not saying that they do, but they've, presented that facade. However, they've always kind of taken it slow, like, oh, we're just going to put a few games on other platforms. They've just kind of basically, talk little by little. However, it seems like all bets are off now. Phil Spencer is like, hey, man, we're going to go for it. And we're going to throw games on platforms where it's going to possibly make us more money. And studios are more than likely going to stay open. Y'all saw Hi-Fi Rush, the studio Tango Gameworks, get closed down because their game did not sell. Many times good games don't sell. And sometimes that would mean that the company, who always wants to stay on the profit side, is going to have to make that very tough decision to cut jobs. And I hate that jobs are getting cut. So if the strategy is going to guarantee that developers are fed, I am all for that. And so all this talk about, oh, Xbox is losing its identity by putting its games on PlayStation 5 is a bunch of nonsense. Because right now, Game Pass has created a proposition for at least the biggest player base on Earth to reconsider if they're actually playing that game on PlayStation. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is launching day one on Game Pass, and it's going to cause people to rethink where they stand with their PlayStation consoles. They're paying for an online subscription, which is separate from the cost of the game that they're going to play on a console that they already acquired. If anybody may be thinking, the proposition of a Series S right now to actually play the one game that they mostly usually play anyways, it's not a bad idea for many folks. And seeing that even the old hardware is going to have Call of Duty available on it, 360 owners can also get access to Game Pass as well. I said 360. Xbox One owners, sorry, not 360, can also get access to Game Pass to be able to play Call of Duty. So, as much as many may think that this is not really a big deal, Sony has always, and PlayStation has always thought that this was a big deal. Remember when the leaks happened with Insomniac and we saw their presentations, and they said that based on the acquisition of Activision and Xbox's capability to deliver directly to PC and consoles via Game Pass, that PlayStation was behind in the competition. What happened was Xbox looked at the console-to-console war parity sales thing and decided there's only one way to go, is that we change the entire market and basically force everybody to conform to a new kind of expectation. And that is the Game Pass proposition. It's been a dangerous proposition for anyone who has not considered how pro-consumer it'll be. Yes, there is going to be some pain that goes into it. However, this is an industry that is competing, heavily. And so Game Pass coming in said, if we cannot have it, we're going to make it. So they've created an entire whole new paradigm. They've created an entire whole new expectation, an entire new taste, an entire new wallet expectation that every gamer now is at least asking the question, what am I getting for the subscription that I'm paying for on my console? Because those who are paying for a subscription on PlayStation are asking themselves, what am I getting? And if they like what they're getting, then yes. But I'm sure there are many of them looking at the other side of the aisle and saying, wait, you mean to tell me that $1,000 worth of video games are going to be coming to Game Pass within the next year for a $16 a month subscription or a $240 subscription a year, and I have access to all these games? Because even if you gave me $1,000, I probably won't buy these games anyways, because I know someone's going to come up with the argument saying, well, I like to buy my games. You can buy the games if you want. Spend your $1,000 how you please. However, some of us are going to buy the games that we want, and some of us are going to subscribe and play some of the games that maybe interest us. I mean, like I've said already, this year, the only two things I'm doing in terms of buying games anymore, I'm buying me my Game Pass subscription, and I'm getting my Elden Ring DLC. That's it. There's no game that I'm interested in that anybody is making. And to be honest, a lot of the Sony exclusives, to have me come pay $70 anymore, I think my taste buds are deadened to that. I will wait for them to go on PC and be less expensive from this time henceforth. So the market is changing. The communities are changing. People are making their shifts. And I've been saying this, Sony needs to respond. And Sony's clear response is right there in front of them. It's their day one on PC. I mean, which they're already kind of, they've put more than 1 foot into the whole thing now. It's not 1 foot and like half their torso is in the door of that day one PC thing, with Until Dawn coming day one, its remake, compared to the Last of Us 1 remake. Its Lego game is coming day one, which Guerrilla is co-developing, and Helldivers 2 came day one, which is also a PlayStation game. Throw it into the category that you want live service, co-developed, or fully, developed game for PlayStation. It is all coming day one to PC. However it is you want to go ahead and, chalk it up. But anyways, I want to hear your thoughts in the comment section. I really like this part of the market. I like this part of the saga. I kind of foresaw it because I was like, once this Call of Duty thing hits, you're going to hear the conversation change. Another thing too is, and this is another ace off of Microsoft's, sleeves right now, is the old Call of Duty games. Those things are going to be used as implants to continue to push Game Pass, because gamers, they work in a hype and hypeless rhythm, and I think Xbox has basically read this and they know exactly what it is that they're doing with the entire Game Pass strategy, Call of Duty, and all of their acquisitions lately. Thanks for watching the video. Peace out.